Hi there, it's Susan from susanwinter.net. Thank you so much for joining me. There's a dating game that I want to talk about today because I've been going through this with an ongoing client. I mean, the gal has me on speed dial just about. And the thing is, I have seen this before. It doesn't matter whether you're trying to get into partnership or you're already in a partnership. But there are certain individuals that find the need to never, ever, ever let you feel safe and relax and exhale. It's like they have a sixth sense that the moment that you start to feel safe, that you feel like, oh, okay, this is actually moving forward. We're having a relationship. Or, okay, we've finally gotten over that hump. We understand each other. I've made my points clear. I think we're going on to a better relationship. They've got to blow up the bridge. They've got to make you feel insecure. They've got to either play a game or stir you or pull away or freak out or do something or falsely accuse you. This methodology is for one reason only. And it's the opposite of the way it appears. They are doing it because they are terrified of you ever getting to know them if they stopped and stood and faced you straight on and showed you who they were. This type of person knows that if you could actually isolate them and take a moment to not be hysterical chasing them, to not be in need of pursuing, if your ego wasn't chasing it, if the gambler in you wasn't like, I gotta get this, I put so much into it, they actually know that they're not that interesting. They know they're kind of boring. They know that the only time they look good to you is when they're running away from you. So you see, they can never let you catch them, because should you actually catch them and experience them, do you know what you'd start to say? That's it? That's who I chased? That's who kept me up sleepless nights? That's who I cried over? That's who I thought I was obsessing about? That's all there is? This game of keeping you uncertain is the only thing that's activating you. It's the basis of hot and cold. Now, the basis of hot and cold is that everything looks more interesting when it's running away from us. Remember, human beings, for all of our wonderful qualities, we tend to ignore that which is right in front of us. You know, we assume it's going to be there. We can lack appreciation. I mean, the minute that you stub your toe, or you break an ankle, or you end up in the hospital, you didn't think about that body part. But the minute it's injured, wow. So the same is true in human nature. And the sad thing is that we can tend to, not all of us, some people especially, can tend to take you for granted. But one thing they never want you to do is to leave them. So they've got to keep you in a perpetual sense of chasing. So animals, when they want to not be eaten, you know, when they want to get away from their prey, oftentimes many of them will freeze because it's not interesting. You're not chasing something, right? So people who need to keep you off base, they do so because their dominant need, rather than receive love, is to feel secure. They must falsely accuse, attack, bully, create hysteria, create drama, pick a fight where there isn't one that exists, find fault with you, pull away, do something wrong, and then when you have a reaction to it, blame you for the reaction. Now, initially, if you're dating somebody like this, they will seem so elevated. You'll be like, I can't believe that I'm going to be seeing this person. I'm so excited because they're so hard to get to. They have so many people who want them. That archetype for women is called the seductress. Now, the seductress is a role that this woman can never see you if she's got a pimple. She can never see you when she feels she's 5 pounds overweight. She must be the perfect but unattainable woman to inspire you to chase, 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 and let you get kind of close. You kind of get it, but you never really get it. That's the only motivation you have to continue chasing, and that's the only time they feel safe. Conversely, if you're in a relationship, somebody who wants to constantly keep you under their thumb will create false narratives, attack you, make you feel insecure, make you wonder where they are, but then question, where were you? Where will you turn it around on you? All these techniques are designed so you can never relax. Because were you ever to relax, a real relationship might occur. And these people inherently know that they're okay, but they're a lot more shiny and precious at a distance. I'd ask you very carefully, rather than going through the why do they do this? Okay, bottom line, they could self-sabotage. It doesn't matter what it is. The bottom line is they want to control you. The bottom line is they're insecure. The bottom line, no matter what shading of psychological angle it's got, they know they're not all that. Okay? That's why they make you chase them. That's why you can never get your hands on them. So the question should not be, what's up with them? Why do they do that? The only question you need to ask is, why am I chasing this thing that I know now doesn't have that much content? Why am I letting it activate me? If you can stand still and stand in your truth and confront this person and say, I'm not, love to be with you, but I'm just not having this nonsense. I see what you're doing. You don't let us get past a certain point, and I know that's designed for your own reasons, but I'm not going to participate. You really have to think it through. Why are you with this person? Are you not as much a degenerate gambler chasing after them? You just have to catch it. You may want to blame them and their insecurities and their need to control, but the other half is the fact that you're actually chasing it. So take an honest look at yourself. I know it's not comfortable, but you're doing it too on auto response. Your human nature is making you chase them, and it's your game of acquisition. Get out of the dynamic, get off the hot and cold board, get off the game, get a grip on yourself, look at this person. If you think it's worth it, say, hey, I want to play straight, want to have a real relationship, want to see you, want to quit these crazy things. If you want to do that, fine. If you don't, I can't be here. This, I hope, will explain some of the intrigue that some of these people may have over you, because I don't want you to have any more sleepless nights. And I don't want your mind to be cluttered with, but what are they thinking? Why are they doing this? Because that is not the question to ask. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your unbelievable, awesome comments on this site. I love my YouTube family. Continue to write me what you'd like to see. I do send it to my staff to take a look at. And so if we haven't gotten to yours, one, there could be a backlog, which there is. Two, we don't choose every single comment we get. We look for the ones that are the most applicable to everybody. Thank you for joining me, SusanWinter.net. See you next time.